How can you use JMeter to test the performance of a web application with complex caching mechanism? How to ensure effective caching in your web app with JMeter testing. When testing the performance of a web application with complex caching mechanisms, it's important to ensure that the caching is working effectively and not negatively impacting the performance of the application. Here are some steps you can follow to use JMeter to test the performance of a web application with complex caching. Step 1. Understand the caching mechanism of the web application. This includes knowing the type of caching mechanism. For example, client-side cache or server-side cache or content delivery network cache. Know the caching strategy. For example, time-based cache or event-based cache. And finally, know the cache components. For example, cache control headers or caching algorithms. Step 2. Identify the resources that are being cached. This could be static resources such as images, style sheets, and scripts, or dynamic resources such as API responses or database queries. Step 3. Create a JMeter test plan that simulates realistic user behavior. This should include the actions that trigger the caching of resources, such as loading a page or making an API request. Step 4. Configure JMeter to respect the caching headers sent by the web application. This can be done by adding a cache manager element to the test plan and configuring it to handle the cache control headers appropriately. Step 5. Run the test plan and analyze the results. Look for metrics such as response times, throughput, and error rates to determine if the caching mechanism is working effectively. You should also monitor the cache hit rate and cache eviction rate to ensure that the caching is not negatively impacting the performance of the application. Step 6. Adjust the test plan as needed. If the caching is not working effectively or is negatively impacting performance, adjust the test plan to simulate different user behavior or change the caching settings in the web application.